Last time on Ohio Home and Garden, our front porch was perched from wood dry rot, but the reliable handyman was quick to revive by firming up the pillar roots and all-new tongue and groove wood. Our old 1900 bedroom becomes a modern 21st century bathroom and beyond by adding futuristic waterproofing material from Weedy. And just in time for the winter chill, the windows were replaced by Specialty North American. And the wallpaper came down in the nick of time as the drywall went up. And now that the house is in tip-top shape, today on Ohio Home and Garden, we're installing top-of-the-line cabinets from Omega, and to top that, a custom concrete counter from Trinity. Later, we'll get choosy with tile selection and how it's installed, and to close things off, new custom shower doors from Swan Freedom. All this and more today on OHG.
Well, we've reached an exciting point for the OHG house. I'm here at Hamilton Parker, and now we're going to make this project beautiful. I'm meeting up with Louise Buddy, interior designer of Dave Fox Remodeling, and Lynn Inskeep from Hamilton Parker. Lynn, great to see you.
Hi, Bryce. How are you?
Doing great. And Louise, always good to see you. So Lynn, how would you best describe your role here? Do you work with general consumers as well that just walk in off the street?
Oh, sure. I work with almost all of the remodelers, a lot of interior designers and their clients to select tile designs and selections for their home.
Well, you've got a busy showroom here today, I saw, and you've also got a lot going on here with Louise. So I might go catch up with your president and owner, Adam, and I'll see you guys in a little bit and let you continue.
Hi Bryce, you find another free cup of coffee?
I did. Thanks, Adam.
They're free to everyone, so enjoy.
Cookies too?
Absolutely.
Great,
Absolutely.
great.
Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things I love about Hamilton Parker is you guys really emphasize the experience here. As soon as you walk in, you really get that feel.
We really want this to be a place that's friendly for the whole family. We have the coffee bar area for parents to enjoy. The kids can have a cookie or two. And we also have a playroom where they can also spend time while the parents shop.
That's great. Well, I know today when we came in, we were primarily looking at tile, but there's so much more. Could you show me around a little bit?
Sure. We have a 15,000 square foot showroom. We'll start over here at the brick side.
Yeah, that's great.
I really have an environmental theme going in this kitchen, and I was leaning towards the orange, as you can see here.
Just by what you've brought me here, I can go to the glass block series from Crossville, and we can kind of play with and design a kitchen, you know, a backsplash just by using these things.
Well, let's see what we can find here. I'm
All
excited.
right, let's go.
So Bryce, this is the masonry side of our showroom. We basically offer brick and masonry products for residential and commercial use. We also offer pavers for landscape products and retaining walls and things along that line.
And then we've got the fireplaces on the other side. I'd like to take a look at that.
Don't forget about garage doors either.
Garage doors too. Well, let's see them. Adam, this is great. You got a lot of different fireplaces here, and it looks like, are these samples of mantles that you can have put in?
These are wood surrounds that we can put around the fireplace or fireboxes that we sell. And we also offer marble surrounds and tile surrounds as well.
Okay, good. Now with fireplaces, is there a way to get cutting edge with these things?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even though fire is an old product, there's always cutting edge things that we offer.
Yeah.
This is a new product that we offer that we bring in from Germany. And it's a flat screen fireplace. It is not electric. You just tap it into a gas line and you're ready to go.
Well, I know you don't have all day to spend with me as much as I'd like to. I think I see Courtney there working with Lynn. I want to catch up with them too, and then we'll see you soon.
Okay, grab another free cup of coffee while you're at it.
I'll do that.
All right, thanks, Bryce.
Hey, Lynn, Courtney, I see you guys found one another.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Good, good. How'd things go with Louise?
Oh, great. That
Good.
kitchen is going to be spectacular.
So what are you guys working on now?
We're just talking a little bit about the guest bathroom, and I'm telling Lynn what I'm looking for. We're using so much glass in the other rooms that we want something with a little more visual texture, maybe even some patterns.
Yeah, there's a great new series from Crossville that I'm getting ready to show her now.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave you guys alone so you can do that work. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee, a cup of cookies, do some hard work over there, and then see what you guys come up with.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, we'll
See
leave
ya.
you alone.
Let's
Bye.
go.
All right.
All right.
So this is the series I was talking about. This is the new Crossville series called Building Blocks.
Okay.
It's just a wonderful series that has all of these different patterns, this whole thing, and all of these colors.
Oh, so I can get this tile and any of these colors down here?
Yeah. This particular pattern is available in an 18 by 18. Okay. And interestingly enough, as it enlarges, also the pattern enlarges. So
oh,
the
good.
scale
I really like the idea of that.
So,
and I love these colors right here. I love sort of the richness of this taupe, but I think we need to keep it a little bit bright. So maybe we can combine the two of those.
Let's take it over to the table and play with some patterns.
That
see what
sounds
we
great.
can do. Okay.
Yeah, let's take these
Cool.
pieces.
And I'm going to grab this one too. Okay.
All right, let's see how this looks.
Oh, I think these look really cool together.
I love this color tone. You know, I even like the large dark 12 by 12s and then the smaller yellow tiles on each side. So maybe just keep it simple and do this on the back wall in the shower and then have the mix of color on the floor.
I think it'll be perfect.
I do too. I think that's a great idea. And all the other fixtures in the bath are white. So it's really going to be fresh and clean and pop against our rich tones here.
Yeah.
I love that idea. I think that's great.
I think it'll be great.
Wonderful.
Very cool.
Look awesome.
Let's write it down.
Let's do it.
We only have minutes until the concrete counter and granite tops arrive, and the Dave Fox team must get the Omega cabinets installed. The cabinets must be plumb flush and sturdy enough for the 500-pound top and the granite.
Well, now that our cabinets are in, it's time to get the countertops in. And with us today are Courtney Burnett from Dave Fox Remodeling and Rob Arnold from Trinity Concrete Productions. Good to see you here.
Good to see you.
So how you guys coming?
Well, we're just getting started. Actually, I was bringing Rob up to speed on what we're going to do in the master bathroom. What can we do with the color of the concrete?
Well, we can just about do any color out there. Benjamin Moore paints, we can match all that they make. And then we can make custom colors as well.
Now, one thing that my clients always ask me about concrete is it really durable enough to use for a countertop, especially in a bathroom where we've got all this water?
We add a hardener to the concrete that works with the sealer. The sealer I use is a lithium-based sealer. Very water resistant, very heat resistant. This is a high quality product here.
Speed, what do you have to do now so you can make this for us?
Well, what I'm going to do now is template, and what I'm going to do is hot glue these strips down to exactly where the concrete is going to be. I'll make all my measurements, where the sink's actually going to sit. Then I'll write all my notes with magic marker on the templates, and then I'm going to take the template back to my shop and form them up and get started on pouring.
I'm here at Marble and Granite Works to take a look at the granite that's being used in our kitchen and hopefully get the templates set up so we can get it into production. Come on inside with me.
Hey Bryce, how you doing?
Good, Brian. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like you got our plans there.
Yeah, we've been working on them, just reviewing them one last time before we take you out and show you the slab.
You know, every time I come in here, it's just amazing as I look around the showroom. I see new things I've never seen before. And we've been working with you guys for quite a while. That's why we love sending our clients here.
Well, you know, Bryce, we have buyers out every day looking for the newest colors, the latest and greatest materials that we can provide to you. That includes granite, some of our quartz material, and marbles as well. We can go out and take a look at those slabs. I have the templates set up for you, and you can walk through it.
All right, good.
Okay.
Well, why don't we do that?
Excellent. Thanks.
Right.
Right this way.
Okay.
Okay, right this way, Bryce. We'll take a look at those slabs.
Oh, wow. What is this, Brian?
Oh, this is one of our new exotics we brought in. It's called Nicaragua, and it comes in from the Middle East. It's almost like an onyx, and but it's a granite, and it performs so well in the kitchen. Take a look at this one over here.
Oh, wow. The blue and red together. That's amazing.
This is Louise Blue, and it comes from the Middle East as well.
So where are our slabs?
We're going to go around the corner here, and we'll take you right down to those Juperana Delicatas.
All right. Love it.
What we do is, after we template the actual cabinets in the house, we use this clear Mylar, so you have the opportunity to see right through the piece and see any markings that you're unhappy with.
So they can actually come out here and take this piece if they don't like where it is and take it off
Oh, absolutely.
And you can move it down.
We could move it right below that range strip.
Yeah, so if I say I really want to get that right in the main part of my countertop, I can center it right on there.
Yep.
Tape it up when you guys mark it, and that's what will end up in my kitchen.
And you know, this is something that we do that's really special to Marble and Granite Works as far as bringing the customer in to preview this.
Yeah.
It gives you the opportunity to say, I'm in love with it, or you know what, there's really something I don't like. You know, can we move this right or left, or can we look at another slab? One of the main reasons why designers really come to Marble and Granite Works because our inventory is larger than anyone in Central Ohio. What you're looking at there is some of the excess material cut from some of the slabs and the other kitchen jobs that we've done. It'll go into our closeout area, which we'll put to use in vanities and bar tops and different applications. We do that at a relatively reduced price.
Well, Brian, this has been a great experience for me again, as usual, but a little bit more in depth this time, and I hope our viewers got a lot out of it as well. And I guess we'll look forward to seeing our granite get installed out at the house.
Just in a couple weeks.
Excellent. Well, I'm here with the team at Trinity Concrete, and they're bringing this new countertop up these stairs. Now this thing weighs just over 400 pounds, so the last thing they need is the camera adding another 15, and now they just need me out of the way. Got it? Yeah.
Nice.
Well, there it is, and it's as beautiful as we thought it would be. Now we just need to get it in the bathroom.
1, 2, 3.
I hope they don't drop it.
I agree with you.
That looks pretty amazing.
Well, they just lifted it up here, and what they're doing is they're sliding it back into the corner, and then they're going to drop it down into place.
Okay.
And it should fit, I hope, because it's in concrete.
How much left do we got?
You think we do, Claire?
It is.
Wow, Rob, this really looks great. It's turned out just fantastic.
Yeah, it turned out real well. It's a durable piece, but it's very fragile in the moving process. Plus, this is a pretty long piece. Most pieces are right at 8 feet, and this is about 8.5 feet. So.
I know the sink is also very large too. So the thing we love about this so much is we've got the 2 faucets that are going to flow into one bowl that has one central drain. And I see you have a drain just to see if
yeah, when we templated, we found the center, and I poured around this tailpiece.
All right, so the next step for us, now that the countertops are done and the concrete's finished, we've got to get the a glass piece templated that'll get dropped in here, create a little ledge and a little bit of extra countertop space. And then our tile is going to run along the back wall and really join this together pretty well right into the shower. So this is great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well, as you can see, progress is really rolling here at the OHG house. Now today we're going to check in on progress of tile with Nancy Kennedy. And there are a couple things to know about tiling. It's not as easy as you might think, and if you're going to do intricate design, the only person you should be contacting is Nancy Kennedy. Hi Nancy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Now tell me a little bit about the product that we've chosen for this job.
This is in a family of its own. It's glass tile, and we need a special diamond blade to cut it with.
Now would you say that glass is easier to work with, or is it one of the more difficult or challenging products?
It's difficult. It takes maybe twice as long,
Okay.
sometimes 3 times as long to install it. And then it goes on the wall after it's troweled and smoothed out.
What does back buttering do to the tile?
Do that with a lot of tile, but
Okay.
it's important with glass. It helps it bond.
Now you can see over here that Nancy's actually continued to do some work behind what will be the range. The range is going to go in here, and obviously we don't want to have her lean over it to install tile, but there's a very intricate design that she's started on here, and you can see that she has individual pieces right here. You can see these little bands have the different colors in them, and it's kind of like building a giant puzzle on the wall. So she's had to go through here and follow a design pattern, and what will happen is the hood will actually end up hanging right about the top of this row, and this glass will cover the back, so it's going to give it a real beautiful design. And then is there any way you can take a quick break and show me what's happening in the bathroom? Oh my gosh, this looks phenomenal. Nancy, this had to take you forever.
It did.
Now let me ask you, we talked about downstairs in the kitchen how you have sheets that the tile comes on, and then they're individual pieces. Now please tell me these were on sheets.
No.
No?
Right here.
How many different patterns are there in here?
17.
There's 17 different patterns in here. So what do they have to do? You have to just lay this out on the wall and kind of go from there, or what's the easiest way to do something like
You
this?
lay it out on here, and then you put up each piece.
Now let me ask, I'm looking up here toward the ceiling and I see that the tile doesn't exactly go all the way up. Why wouldn't you just take it all the way to the ceiling?
Bryce, I'm glad you asked that,
Oh,
man.
hi, John. Suits.
No, I mean, the reason why it doesn't go all the way to the ceiling here is, as you can see, I mean, we almost have 17 inches right here.
Yep.
And then over here, we have about 15 3/4.
Okay,
So what that means is, especially with this glass tile, if you run it all the way to the ceiling, because of the glass, there's really no way to hide that imperfection in the out of level height of the ceiling. And with these old houses, I mean, you often run into stuff like that.
Well, there's actually more to take a look at here in the bathroom. As you can see, the shower is also completed, and that tile runs all the way into the back of the shower, and even the ceiling's been done with a different kind of tile. Now, you might want to take a look at this detail right here. It goes around the whole perimeter of the bathroom, but there's glass that's inlaid on top of tile that's stacked on the walls. So there's a dry finish, and then there's also a gloss finish tile. So we use just about every kind of tile you can find. But there's also a metal strip here. It's called a Schluter strip. And what this has done is just to really finish this cap off here. But I want to show you something, why that's done. This is actually one of the tiles that goes on the wall, which would go right here. And you can see the thickness of this tile is a lot greater than what you'll see in the glass. You can see the difference there is quite a bit. So that Schluter strip actually allows us to do something by putting this tile in to build that out to give us a level plane. So when you're coming up here, it's not set back in like it would because the glass is a lot thinner. So it's a little trick we used here, but it also gives it a beautiful finish. So the next thing we need to do is really get the mirrors put in, and we need to get the shower doors measured and put in. Please ring bell for assistance. Okay. Oh!
Hello,
hey,
Brett.
George.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. That was
Good.
neat. I thought your showroom was great, but that was pretty cool.
Well, we practice that a lot, but let me show you the really good stuff.
Okay, let's check it out.
A lot of times when you get ready to purchase a shower door, that's the first time you've ever done it in your life.
Yeah.
So you need to have the choices in front of you, and you need to be able to see full-size pieces and know what's going on to make that selection process a lot easier for you.
You know, I noticed just walking in here, all the different door styles. I noticed to the left here you have a hinge door, it looks like, that swings out into the room. And then even across here you've got a sliding door. So, you know, what drives someone to make the decision between a sliding door or a hinge door? Is it design, or is it really personal preference?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things that can actually play into that. Some people have in their minds that they'd like to have the hinge style door just because they feel that it's more convenient to get in and out.
And on a hinge door as well as a sliding door, do they come in different sizes, or is it a standard size? You kind of work around that?
You bet. There's all kinds of sizes. Everything that we do is a custom shower door.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at some of the other glass that you have over here. I notice you have some different colors, different finishes. Why don't you explain to me and let some of the viewers know exactly what some of those differences are and what they could expect when they come into your showroom.
So let's start off, let's take a look here at some of the different designs of doors that we have. This particular glass is a glacier glass. Has a real heavy molded pattern to it. And this door is made, it's called a 3/8 inch.
So it's thicker.
Yep.
Thicker glass.
Uh-huh. And what we do with this one, you can kind of get a feel for how big that glass really is. We hinge this typically on the wall. This door is going to weigh somewhere over 100 pounds. So we need to have a lot of support behind this wall. And then we have the big C-pull hinge. What we do also is we notch this glass up here because this is becoming very popular today with the seats and the shaving ledges and things. So this gives us the opportunity to do that. This particular glass is called Rain. And This is pretty interesting stuff. It has a very heavy pattern here on the outside, so you get a lot of obscure vision, but on the inside it's nice and smooth, so it is easy to keep clean.
Now you actually assemble these doors out in a shop here on site. So you get the glass shipped in, if I understand, and then you assemble them here and you install them in people's homes?
Correct.
Can we take a look at how you guys do that out here?
Let's do. We have one of the greatest shops in the Central Ohio area.
Okay, well, I want to see that.
This is our production facility, and after we've been out and get all the measurements that we need, it comes out here to be cut and assembled. And it looks like Dave's getting ready to cut out a shower door right now.
Okay.
Let's take a look. By locking into position back here, he knows that he's going to cut the exact same length every single time. Then just double check the accuracy. He uses a tape measure.
And then they drill the holes in it before they go on site.
Right. We try to get as much accomplished in here as we can, because the last thing we want to do is come into your home and start building a shower door. The next part of our process here is putting together a hinge for a semi-frameless door. This is what actually seals it all up to make sure that the water doesn't come through. Then he's going to use that rubber mallet and pound the channel onto the end of the glass. All of this is pre-cut and ready to go with the order numbers attached to them. Then he's going to bring this right over, make sure it all lines up nice and neat. Couple of magic taps there with the hammer, and we are in business.
Well, that's great.
There's only one step left. We're going to install the doors, install the mirrors, and then we're going to see the final product. Well, Bryce, here comes John now. He has that first panel that we're going to be installing. What they've done is they prepped the areas right now. They put in a little silicone and some shims to hold that glass in place. Jeremy's on the other side, takes two of them. They put it right into place. The next step they're going to use is they're going to use some temporary clips. Some plastic clips that they're actually going to use screw up into the top and to the bottom to make sure that that glass doesn't go anyplace until the tile person comes back.
And then we're going to move on to the mirrors.
Yes, sir.
All right, so those are the temporary screws. Well, now that the glass is set in place, you're looking at how this is finished, which doesn't look very good right now, but we're going to have Nancy Kennedy come back in, and what she's going to do is actually set tiles in here, wrap the inside of this hole, and that'll add additional support for the glass to keep it in place.
And they have the first mirror that they're going to set in place. Again, what they've done is they put some of those little baby shims on the bottom so the mirror doesn't actually set right on that glass tile. Glass to glass is never a great thing to have happen. And what they're going to do is just kind of work this a little bit, take the air bubbles out of it so it'll stay back on there. Then they're going to take some of our
handy dandy duct tape. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, you can fix anything with duct tape. And then that's actually going to hold it into place for a couple of days until that mastic sets up. At that point, you can peel the tape off, and the tile person can come in and actually grout around the edges if you'd like.
So that mastic is enough to hold that mirror in place long term, so the moisture in the room doesn't affect that or ever loosen that. So we won't actually have to have any screws or anchors to hold it in place.
Right.
So, and then onto the shower door. Now, talking about the shower door, it's going to come right about where I'm standing. I'm going to be standing in the middle of it. And it's going to rest on this ledge. And that gives us the shampoo ledge, which we'll see in a few minutes here. But we've got to actually anchor it into this wall. That makes me nervous, of course, with all this beautiful glass here. So how will they actually do that without splitting this glass?
What they're going to do is they're actually going to hit these seams, the grout lines.
Grout lines.
And they're going to drill right into that so we won't have a problem.
Hey, Ron.
Well, hey, Bryce. Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, hey,
just
how are
reviewing
you?
the project here.
Okay.
This is Todd Atkins, our appliance manager
Hi,
here.
Todd. How
Nice
are
to
you?
meet you.
Yeah, it's good to meet you too.
This episode of OHG is brought to you by See you next time.
We're trying to find our project manager.
We're here to meet with Dave.
The homeowner wouldn't be able to deal with on their own, really.
Okay. I should catch up, be ready to hit it hard with this house. Sorry, I'm going to start over. okay? I'm gonna catch up on some long-needed R&R. Really. I yelled, Josh, you're shaking your head. You're driving me nuts.